Hello friends, this is Growl, and welcome to Wafflecat Weekly number 51, where we open our boxes, we talk about the week's affixes, and make excuses as to why we're not making YouTube videos. So, last week was Grievous Bursting, and there was a very good shot that I just did not feel like doing weeklies on all my alts. But in a stroke of good luck, we managed to find a group of people stupid enough to play with my alts, and we have boxes for everybody yet again. The real treat we're looking for, we need some big Evoker loot. Been missing some mythic raid pieces for quite some time now, but oh well. We'll open our alts first. First off, our paladin. Our paladin needs a weapon badly, or some trinkets. We have 4-piece tier. Our item levels, not great. Could really use a weapon. We only have one box, I believe, on every character, unfortunately, and okay, so we finally have a pair of shoulders, which is good. Crit verse speed. This is a pretty big upgrade. We continue growing our item level without actually getting a good weapon. We will equip these. I'm not sure the tier status on what you want to have tiered, but I believe you want to keep these shoulders separate. So I don't think we'll be tiering these. Nice. Well, so we're 406 now with a Mythic 0 weapon. I guess at this point, if I ever wanted to play that character, I'd probably just craft something. Actually surprised at how rare weapons have seemed this patch. You don't really notice it because you can make 418 if you really need it, but my Evoker has gone a long time without getting one. I know I've gotten a couple, but those have always been like with other really good stuff in my vault. Alright, next is our Priest. What do we need? Everything on our Priest is kind of like okay-ish. I don't think we have too many like really junky pieces. Gloves maybe. Trinkets maybe. Replace a couple 402s. See what we got. Speaking of gloves. Alright, we'll take it. Alright, this is looking good. We're warming up well in our vaults. We're hitting upgrades, we're hitting things that we need. Now we're sitting at 5-piece tier on our Priest, but it's a big item level upgrade. Can't complain about that. All right, on to the Mistweaver. Our Priest and Mistweaver both suffered through a Grievous Bursting Ruby life pools. That was very difficult. I think both of them were depleted, so hopefully they're rewarded handsomely. Our Mistweaver, he could still need a weapon. And Haste Mastery Socketed Belt. So basically, do I want to take a socket but lose a little bit of stats? Or do I want to take a third of a socket? I guess when you put it that way. I think we'll take the Socketed Belt. Bam. This is not the right gem, but we'll just throw it in there for now. Boom. Alright. Not much has changed there. Onto our Shaman. I don't think we did any pug raiding this week. I don't know what was going on Friday. Normally Fridays are like the pug raid nights. I did not do any of them. Alright. Shaman, we still need trinkets, kind of. Other than that, our item level is really good. Shoulders. These are not doing us very much, huh? We already have 421 tier shoulders, and the tier has good stats, so we will be taking tokens on this guy, unfortunately. Bam. Alright. Now on to the two big ones. Honestly, our Druid is like the opposite of a big one, because it's only one box, and my gear is so good that it's very hard to replace. Let's see what we get, though. All of our guys are lined up really nice. I must have been really bored last night. I was so ready. And a 421 socketed helm. We already have a 421 helm. Uh, this had no. Yeah, I think I just take the tokens. It's like, well, this has haste on it, but it also has a lot more mastery. Maybe there's some weird world where I'd play it. All right, on to the Evoker. We have 3 raid boxes and 3 Mythic Plus boxes. Items that we really need are the Broodkeeper Staff, Incarnate Icon on Mythic, the Mythic Aeronog Ring. Let's see what else. We're mainly collecting the annoyingly impossible to get rare items from raid. Really, the staff would be the biggest upgrade. Yeah, everything else I have is 418 or higher. I guess a cape. A cape would be quite a disappointing take. We really need some raid loot here. Well, wish us luck. Hopefully we can get some good loot and have a week of doing actual good damage. Someone in my guild says good morning. I gotta give him GM back. Preservation spec. We're doing it. Here we go. Rage. Give us a staff. Oh boy. So I don't see a staff. Let's look at what our options are. We have a Horn of Valor, which I don't really see us ever using this. We have 421 gloves. We have a 421 ring. We have the Dathia, or no, this is the Senarth trinket. Chill Globe. We have a Mythic Aeronog ring. I mean, I guess this is an upgrade. This will be doing a bit more damage. We get some stats on it. I mean, I don't know. Of the three, this is not the upgrade I was hoping for, but I guess I can't complain about it. I can't complain about a Mythic Aeronog ring. We have two of the 4 mythic items that we need. And everyone always needs this, so this is impossible to get from raid anyway. Just trying to see if there's anything else that I would take, but no. There is not. Alright, well. We're grabbing it. Happy that we got something at least. Hopefully that'll up our damage or whatever a little bit. Would have hoped for something a little better. Sucks that we lose the speed. I don't have a ring enchant. I'm gonna buy one now though. I'm definitely gonna forget. Chance ring. What do I want? Haste? My haste is pretty high. Let's do crit. Boom. I wonder why my haste is so high. Alright. Well, slight upgrade on our Aeronog ring. We need a mythic staff from raid today. We will be re-clearing. We're next in line for the staff, we hope. And I guess we'll never get an incarnate icon ever. Alright, so let's look at the affixes. We have Fortified, Sanguine, Volcanic, Thundering. This appears to be a pretty decent week. Little annoying for tanks, little annoying in some spots. Sanguine can be really, really tough in some situations and not a big deal in others. So that's one thing to keep in mind. This is definitely back to a tank focus week. We had healers last week, tanks before that, and now tanks again, and then I think we go back to healers. with a bunch of explosive tyrannical nonsense. So the first thing about this week is because it's fortified. So for instance, with Evoker, you have a lot of these talents that like very small increased stamina or magic damage. These are going to be less important because you're not really worried about getting one-shots. And so talents like reduced cooldown on Wing Buffet, or what was another one? There's another one that's really, really good that I'm thinking of for Sanguine, but that's a really good one. Even silly stuff like Rescue or like Deep Breath Stun can be useful this week. So keep that in mind, that you don't necessarily need to build super tanky or super defensive this week, because the affixes, you know, most of the time you're going to lose from a key is probably going to come from either wipes or Sanguine, and that's about it. So anything you can do to help with Sanguine is going to be nice. You know, this is definitely a week where I'm looking to skill Typhoon as a druid, if I didn't already have that. And other than that, should be a pretty decent week to do some keys, as long as your tank is in control of the Sanguine a little bit. I think next week is looking pretty good too. I think we got a couple good weeks on the horizon. If you are sitting back thinking about some Mythic Plus goals, whether you want to reach, you know, you want to get just KSM, or you want to get all-time 20s to get your portals, because keep in mind, a lot of these dungeons might go away forever, so this might be the only chance that you have to get some of these portals. Or if you're just trying to go for like a 0.1% title, or just whatever rank on your server, I would say that this week and next week are probably going to be a really good time to get out there and do some keys. So not that this is the best fortified push week at all. Fortified Sanguine can be pretty tough for tanks, but I will say that you can definitely get out there and get some pretty good score. I would say tanks probably would prefer this over Fortified Raging, at least in some dungeons. And also you can kind of play more healers and DPS on a week like this, whereas Raging, you needed the Soothe the spell. But that's about it. I mean, we are progressing through the season. We have 1007 coming up. We also have MDI Last Stand. I guess I forgot to ever mention it on my YouTube channel, but we've been doing watch parties on Twitch alongside a bunch of really super cool people. Jack, who used to be a caster, Max from Liquid, we had Gingy from Echo on. It's been super, super fun, and we will be covering the Last Stand. Like, all the teams that didn't qualify get put into a tournament and kind of like duke it out to see who gets the last spots. That should be super, super fun. I'm very much looking forward to that. It's going to be a really exciting weekend, so if you haven't got the chance to step into my Twitch, you should definitely do that. But either way, thanks for watching, friends. I wish you good luck in your vaults, and I will see you when I see you, I guess. Take it easy, and happy keying.